Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are all well, and I'm going to wait till it catches up over here on YouTube land. It's kind of slow, so just let's give it some time. There we go, caught it. Ooh. All right, so if you're just coming in, I'm sorry, if you're just coming in, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share if you want. I talked about the Dressform. This is it right here. I do know you can get it at Hobby Lobby. There is no longer a 40% coupon, so you'll have to wait till next week when they put it on sale. There used to be one that I did previous kits that had the stand, and that one was 24 inches, I believe. This one here is about 18 inches, I think. And Michelle, girly girl, she'll be in here in a couple of minutes. She carries some of the items that I'm going to be using. So I would really, truly appreciate if you guys support her. Our small businesses are very important. So it's 17 inches. It's the length on this. And she's just telling me that they are placing an order. So anything that you guys see that I'm going to be using, please hit her up. Hey, Clint. Hey, Glennis. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Miss Carrie. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. I truly, truly appreciate it. Okay, so some of the items. I'm going to wait for you guys. My husband's going to get me some ice. Ice kind of calms my nerves a little bit. And so while he comes back with my ice and everyone comes in, I share some of my, this is one of my ice skates chipboards designs. This was displayed in the store, so she had that on there. But I made this. So if you guys are interested in some of the SVGs, I can definitely get those for you guys. This is my little witch boot. It was an album. Again, it was displayed at a store. Again, it's chipboard, and I did these in 2017. So yeah, a lot of lacy work here. Hey, Nettie. How are you, hon? So yeah, so that was something I had done. And again, this was part of a kit that I had done back in 2017. So I'm just finding some of those. I have to go through my files and get all the SVGs for these, because I used to cut chipboard. All right, so some of the molds. I'm going to go through the molds and decide which ones I'm going to use. Hey, Bevy, how are you, hon? Thumbs up, guys. Share the video. Michelle, girly girl, that's in the chat. She can get some of these molds. Some of these molds are the Prima molds. This one's a Prima Finnabar, and these are the Prima redesign molds, but she can get those for you. So if she has them in stock and you guys are interested, please contact her, Michelle, girly girl. I would really appreciate if you guys, you know, give our small businesses the opportunity for your sale. So not sure if I'm going to use this, but one of the good ways of doing this, and I might do that, is for a collar up here. And that would be really neat to use this almost like a, like, you know, back in the Victorian era, the women used to wear their, what do you call that? The collars were a little bit high, I guess. I don't know, something like that. So that's something that Michelle can get. We'll probably look in using this for the collar. These, probably not. I'm going to put this one aside because this one is a probably yes. And they're dirty. I don't clean them. They were in the shed, the storage unit. I keep saying shed. I don't have a shed. Storage unit. Not that one. We don't. No. Nope. Maybe on one of my boxes, I might use this one. And for Michelle, girly girl over there, it's the Regal 636425. Again, she said she can place an order of these things. I don't remember. I normally write them in the back, but I didn't. Pretty dirty. May. I will definitely be using this one. Michelle, I don't know if you can get this one, But that's definitely, and what I'm thinking is on the hat boxes that I showed you guys yesterday from, there was a set of 3 from Hobby Lobby, $16.99. Again, there's no 40% coupon. I have priced these out. They were higher on Amazon. But you might want to check at Michael's. I don't normally go to Michael's. But I'm thinking on each of my boxes, probably putting one of those on there. So we're going to use this one. And that one was the Thornton Medallion 632281. Hey, Dare, how are you, sweetie? I love the Prima Molds as well. I really, really, really do. And I've been using these since they first came out in 2016, and I had my store back then, and I just love it. And I actually love using paper clay. Now, I found that the Prima paper clay, I did not like it because I carried it back when I had my shop. I didn't like it. It cracked, and although the cracking is okay, but it didn't crack in a good way. It was just not good. It was not as pliable. I do like the Creative paper clay. Now, Michael's has it, and you can get it at Amazon. This is $9.99 at Hobby Lobby. They don't have that 40%, so sorry about that. But Michelle, girly girl, I don't know if she carries it, and if she does, you hit her up, guys. I really want you guys to support our small little businesses. So, all right, this for sure, Michelle. I'm not sure if you can get this one. Definitely check to see what we can get made. Thank you for the shout outs. Absolutely, absolutely. And again, I don't remember which one this is, but this one for sure is going to go in the larger box. And it possibility we could use it here on her waist as well. So that's a possibility. So far those 3 is what I'm looking at. And let's see. Keyholes. Nah, don't want that one. That one's pretty neat. No. Roses. That would be really nice on one of the boxes. The roses. That would be really nice. I'll keep it up just in case. I have these 2, and that could be a possibility because you know I'm doing the stackable. So I think that'd be a good one. Okay, I think that'd be good for right now. Let's put these aside. Hey, Miss Patricia. So again, girly girl Michelle, for these here, possibility they're going to be using it on the box, the hat boxes for the outside of the box to decorate it. This one's, I don't have my glasses on. Okay, there we go. Item number 644901. Again, 644901, women-owned company. Oh, neat. A woman-owned company. And then this one is 643119. And of course, this one for sure. This is absolutely going on that hot box. May I bought the large single mold because of you last year. Oh, I know. Enabler alert. Miss Carrie, enabler alert. So far, these are the molds that I'm going to be using for the paper mache, dress form, and the hat boxes. As far as gesso, I do like my Finnabar. I know there's other brands out there, but there is a huge difference. I'm not going to use clear gesso, but I am definitely going to use the heavy gesso for probably my mold, or the white gesso. But I do prefer the Art Basics from the Finnabar collection because, again, I rather have quality versus quantity, and I can't stress that any more than I've stressed it before in the past. So that's very important, quality versus quantity. And these, they're superior, I think. Some can be a little bit watery, and if it becomes watery, especially with anything that's paper related, it will start to work. Now you can use several things for her and the hat boxes as well. But if you're going to use something that's water-based, you need to make sure it's not going to warp it, because it will do that. And I've had it happen before because I wanted to be cheap when times were hard. So if you can invest on the name brand of Prima Heavy Gesso, I highly suggest that. So we're going to use that. And then we're also going to be using, remember last night, this is off subject, I talked to you guys about this here. This is the Mod Podge that you can use for those little Glennis playing cards, and you can make earrings. Here it is. I had it here. It's dimensional, and I like these two versus the glossy accent, because glossy accent is just too expensive. And so these are really good brands for sure. For things like that. Okay, so moving along, let's see. Michelle had a great sale on sewing pattern. I believe Michelle, I don't know if she has any more, but she had some sewing patterns. Michelle, quote me on it. I can't remember what price it was, but it was $4 for something. $4 for $1, I think, which you can't beat that. There were vintage sewing patterns. You can use this to Mod Podge onto your dress form. You can use old newspapers, scrapbook paper, rice paper, fabric if you want to use fabric, or old book pages. Whatever works for you. It's your dress form. You can do whatever you want to cover the body. In the past, I use scrapbook paper. I've used rice paper, and old music book pages. So that's entirely up to you. Yes, $4 for $1. Sorry, all gone. Okay, sorry guys, all gone. But you got to pay attention to those sales, because she did have $4 for $1 on those. I like those sewing patterns because you can make really neat things with them. Okay, then you're going to need some Mod Podge. I'm going to use the matte Mod Podge, and that's just to Mod Podge your decoupage your dress form. So let's begin. I think we should, right? Let me move my. How are you guys all tonight? You guys all doing great? I don't have my glasses. I don't even know where my glasses are, guys. I need some magnets or something that has a bell on it that tells me, May, you put me down, and now you need to locate me. Because I'm harsh, guys. I'm really harsh with my paintbrushes. Look at that. You're hurting tonight. I'm so sorry. Glad I got some. Michelle, I have to reply to your email. Yes, I'm sorry. You know what? I can feel your pain, because I was in a lot of pain last week with my being up in higher elevation. Was really kicking my arthritis to the core. It was so painful. I had to send Eric out to get me some icy hot and some stuff to apply on my joints, because my finger is really getting really bad. It's locking in really bad. So yeah. I'm bad. Look at this. Grungy tools. Does anybody else out there have grungy tools? I have grungy tools. Yeah, I'm trying to get a paintbrush that will work with this. Now this is going to be a series of stuff. As you can see, there's a lot of steps. So we're going to start with the dress form, put the paper on it, and then we're going to start with our boxes, and then I'm going to move in and start putting like appliques, laces, trims, and all that good stuff. The image you see on the thumbnail, that angel was the one I made in 2014, and I actually gifted it to someone who was going through something at the time and needed an angel by her side. All right. Obviously, paintbrushes are not where they're supposed to be, because I'm grungy like that. Oh, May Larson, you are fabulous when it comes to your paintbrushes. I thought I was prepared, guys. Y'all need to know I'm never prepared. There's never a dull moment with me. We'll just use this one. I don't like to use this one for Mod Podge because it kind of gets Mod Podge or Gesso. It's kind of hard. All right. Let's begin. Let's begin. Let's begin. Let's begin. So yeah, like I was saying, it's going to be a series of videos. Hoping not to pass more than an hour. I have fibro and RA. Just had an x-ray and now I have, oh, I thought that you were saying you were shrinking, and see, we were talking the other night and I'm like, I'm wondering if she has osteoporosis. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Nettie. That was my Mother's Day gift. Just before I left for Mother's Day, my husband got me a gift card to the salon to get my pedicure and manicure. My husband and the kids all pitched in. And so anyway, I got them done before I left. Before I left, I got them done. I like glitter. I like anything glittery on my nails. I think it's easier to maintain and fake it, like you know, like you fake it and you pretend that you spent a lot of money on doing your nails, but it's actually glitter. But these are acrylics. Okay, so I decided, I'm not sure yet, actually. Do I want the newspaper? I think I want the newspaper, and I'm probably going to do a couple of music sheets. I think the newspaper is going to be my go-to kind of a thing, and I'm noticing I'm auto-focusing. All right, so we're going to go with this newspaper that I got at a trip, South Pass, Wyoming. Now you can paint it. If you don't want to do Mod Podge, you can paint it directly with either your chalk paint. Oh, and my favorite chalk paint, all you guys know, I normally go with sheepskin. Couldn't find sheepskin a bit ago, and I just got this white one. But normally I like sheepskin. Folk art. That's my favorite kind. We all have favorites, right? And that's my favorite. I say quality is better than quantity. That's very, very important. And we're probably going to do strips, so I'm just going to cut it. Yep. So many of us. Oh, there you also have arthritis. I have arthritis. Thanks, guys, for the nails compliment. I can't even talk. I appreciate it. I think I'm reverting back to my Spanglish moments, guys. Guys, it's sometimes hard when you're bilingual to shut it off. I went to the storage unit today and my meds. You know what it is? It's also, I'm wondering if the humidity, because I know humidity can do that. I know cold can do that to the arthritis, but, you know, humidity could do that too. I don't know what that temperature was there in Maryland, Bev, but I can definitely feel ya. I was in pain. I am make a list, May, need some retail therapy, 2 months with Gloria, me hace reír. Tú me haces reír. Oh, and I got a really nice paper from Stamperia. And if you guys are interested in getting it, Marianne has it. But here it is. This one's beautiful, and I might do instead of the Elegance from Prima. I think I'm going to do this one. Romantic Collection. How about that? I think this is totally suitable. It has a nice little mint green and the pink, light pinks. And Marianne from Happy Paper People. If someone wants to drop the link to her her group on Facebook, she has this collection and it's $12. And you know, I like to support our little small shops. So I think this is the paper I'm going to use for our journal that's going to go inside our hat box. So just to let you guys know, and sorry for my dogs. I think Eric's coming with my ice. I'm having ice withdrawals. So I might have to mute myself for a couple seconds, guys, because I had my first back surgery with screws, and I will need 2 more. Ooh, that sounds painful there. Scoliosis on top of everything else. Medication makes me think slower. Oh, man. That paper is beautiful. Contact Marianne at my Happy Paper People. Or Happy Paper People. Talk about a tongue twister. Yes. Twister. Stop correcting my English. See, that's why we need to move to Puerto Rico, because my English is starting to get bad.
And then you would be correcting my Spanish.
And then that would be fun.
No, it wouldn't. It would not be fun for me.
Dame café. Por estar jodiendo conmigo, dame café.
No.
Dame café. Thank you, baby, for dropping that link. I gotta have my ice fixed, guys. So if you hear me crunch, it calms my nerves. Okay. All right. I think I got it. If I have any of that newspaper left, I only paid 25 cents. It's a reproduction of a printer newspaper that came out from Lander, Wyoming in 1897. So if I have any left after I dress my girl up here, anybody wants it, you're welcome to have it. Because when I saw it, I thought, oh, that'd be perfect for her. Hello. Wait till he comes back, Miss Patricia. You can have that language with him when he comes back. He was being naughty with Miss Patricia the other day. He really was. He was naughty. He was being a bad one. Really bad, right, Miss Patricia? He likes to pick on Miss Patricia, and I think she enjoys that, huh, Miss Patricia? I think it's a joy for them. He's on your list. Wait till he comes. I told him that you wanted us to go and visit you at Montana, and I'm not being perfect about this, guys. This is not about being perfect, okay? This is about just gluing it down. But he was in Montana. We were she wanted us, we were up north, and she thought we were going to go visit, and I told him, I said, can we make it? He's like, it's 8 hours away. I'm like, ah. And he was giving her a hard time, wasn't he, Miss Patricia? You would let him fish in your river? Oh, he would love that. He would absolutely love that. I'm going to get my fingers. You know, have you ever tried to keep your hands clean when you're crafting? And it just never seems to go that way, that we can keep them, as much as I don't like my hands to be dirty. The Dressform. Okay, so you will have to probably go to Hobby Lobby, our favorite place, because that's the only place I know has it. I don't go to Michael's, so if someone goes to Michael and they know that they have it there and you can use that coupon, then go for it. If it's cheaper than what Hobby Lobby, I put the links in the group. You can probably order it online. Well, not probably. I know you can. I know that some states has a really hard restriction because I tried to mail one of these out last year to Michelle Evans. It was Michelle Evans that wanted a dress form because we were going to be working on our little grungy angel. And I couldn't because the shipping was like outrageous. And it's because it's dress forms, I think. Something, you know, California has those little weird policies, you know. Heavenly, I don't see Heaven. Oh, there she. Hey, Leticia. Okay, Miss Patricia has a bone to pick with you. Eric.
Okay.
Miss Patricia, here he is. Tell him. Tell him what you want to tell him. Let him have it. Rip it to him good. Just like I'm ripping the paper. He's waiting. You should see what he's doing. You don't want to see what he's doing. I'm telling you, he loves to annoy Miss Patricia. She says that you can go and fish in her river. She'll let you fish over there. So you better be nice to her.
So, you know, that information would have been great like 2 weeks ago.
Patricia, what do you say to that? What's your rebuttal?
But I'll go fish Montana. I got no problem going fishing Montana. I love fishing in Montana.
What's your rebuttal, Miss Patricia? The best tools God ever gave us was our fingers. As much as I don't like my fingers to be dirty.
I said it when you were in Salt Lake.
What? What?
No, she said, I said it when you were in Salt Lake. He didn't read back. Oh, no, see, May has a habit of not giving me the messages.
Miss Patricia, he's trying to put this on me. Everyone's saying hi, Eric.
Hi.
Hey, Miss Shanita, how are
Hello.
you, hon?
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Ruby. Ruby's my granddaughter, my adopted granddaughter.
I got no problem going to Montana. None at all. Keep May busy and I'll be on the river. You won't see me.
That's probably right.
Except for lunch and dinner.
Lunch and dinner.
Yep.
And when you need your laundry done.
No.
I'm sure you're going to need fresh, clean clothes.
No.
No?
No.
All right. I'll remember that.
I'm in the river.
Okay.
You go back to work now.
Wait a minute. She's writing to you. You don't walk out of Miss Patricia in the middle of her conversation. Don't you know this is women therapy? We need therapy, and she needs you to sit here and listen to what she has to say.
I said, come see you 8 hours away. Oh, she would have cooked dinner too. Oh.
She would have cooked dinner. Look at that. What were you going to cook? Because he loves food. That he does love. Brisket, barbecue, any of that on the menu.
How's July looking, Miss Patricia?
I'm telling you, you don't know. Hey, Facebook user, can you just tell me who you are? Because it just shows me a Facebook user, and I just want to say hello, hello.
So, Miss Patricia, I fished. I'm always in trouble. I fished Montana in July, and I fished Montana in October. I prefer to fish Montana in July because October was cold.
Well, we can go. We can definitely go because we can go. We can go to the Frontier Days that Nani wants to do. and you can go and fish on down to, you said you wanted to, you know what he wanted to do, guys? You want to hear when my husband's pension, wow, claims, if those who have against the government claims will write to Nathan something something Patton, Washington D.C. Anyway, you know what he was planning to do? He was planning, this is how he thinks about fishing. He was planning to put me and Nani on the plane, and then he would fish all the way back home. All the way. He was going to find a way to fish all the way back home.
Well, yeah, I was going to fish through Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico.
Can you believe that?
I would have been home in about a month.
In a month. You see that? See what happens when you're married to a fisherman? Crazy, right? Crazy. Guys, that's what happens when you're married to a crazy gringo fisherman.
What about my other trip that I want to take a month and just go through Idaho? You said okay with that one too.
I didn't. I did not say that.
I said that a couple of years ago and you said okay.
Vete, Mohammed. So, aguanta por mí. Thank you. I'm missing the conversation, Royal G. I've seen that beautiful fish you caught. Yeah. Oh my God. Did you guys see? He caught this big fish over in with his dad. And you know what me and Nani were doing while he was fishing? I don't fish. I don't like touching fish. Ugh. Anyway, I'm not that kind of girl. We were in the car, and we had no cell phone service. It was like horrible, you know. Can you imagine? We're in the car. Nani fell asleep because it was so boring.
I was very respectful of your time. I was down there for less than 2 hours.
At least when I go to Hobby Lobby, I leave them in the parking lot with cell phone service.
I thought you had to, because I had service on the river. Maybe you should have come to the water.
You went to the prison? Yes, we went to the prison. I'm doing great, Miss Shanita. How are you? How's work?
Okay, I'm leaving now because I'm upset.
You're upset? Why are you upset? Talk to us. Why are you upset? I'm telling you, he's such a diva. He's a male version of a diva. Eric, that vacation was rough on me. Bevy says that vacation was rough on her.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was.
It was rough on me too, Bevy.
It was a great vacation until I got home and sent an email out.
Yeah, he got home. Can you believe this? I'm always getting on his case because.
And I got bombarded with emails after that.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, that I sent out a month and a half ago requesting an answer. You
know, my husband volunteers with, because he's a veteran, disabled veteran, so he volunteers his service to help other veterans that are struggling like him with PTSD, and so, you know, got in, and immediately the organization he volunteers for was hitting him up. We weren't even in town when they're already trying to get him to do something. I'm like, really? Can anyone see me? No, you have to accept the permission from the Facebook. Just, I think you have to accept a StreamYard that you're going to go under doing that. Okay, I'm at work. Of course, you're at work. Oh my gosh. I know you're a nurse. My sister-in-law is a nurse in Wyoming, and oh my gosh, she was telling me about her crazy hours. She's an on-call, Eric's little sister. OR nurse, and she was called in for surgery at 1:30 in the morning, guys. 1:30. I was like, no, ma'am. And then she was talking about some of the stuff that they do. And I'm like, yeah, please don't talk. I can't stand the sight of blood. I can't. Look at this. Look at the mess I'm making, guys. I need to pour this on something, but I'm too lazy to do that. 1:30. Is it Sima that's on Facebook or Maribel? I know Maribel was watching us yesterday through Facebook. It's hard on Facebook because you have to accept the StreamYard. Just give it permission. Miss Patricia, are you working along? It looks like fun now. This is a mess. Look at that. I'm here. I know you're here. I just can't see. I think I'm assuming it's either Maribel or Sima. It's one of the two. It doesn't matter. I'll just say hi, Facebook user. It's all good. It's all good. And I am going to put some music, random music sheets in here too, because I like music sheets, you know. I just do. But right now, let's do the newspaper. Looks like I'm going to have plenty. So if anyone's interested in any of that newspaper, I'm not reading it because I don't have my glasses on. It's Nona. Hello, Miss Nona. How are you feeling? Are you feeling well? Guys, you know, I need you guys to keep Miss Jackie in your prayers. She is not, my dear friend, is not doing so well. Not doing so well. Starting to look sexy, huh? Wait till she has Nona, there. I can see you now, Nona. We can see you now. You went on YouTube. You gave up on Facebook, huh? I don't blame you. Is anyone else crafting along? Who else is crafting? I know Miss Patricia said she was going to make one. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? I know Evelyn is going. She's got this kit. Young Sue is probably, I think Young Sue is out today because, you know, Young Sue normally takes care of her grandnieces. And either that or they're graduating. I know she's been busy making graduation stuff. Best thing that I can suggest is use your fingers to kind of get any air bubbles. I like the wrinkles. I don't mind the wrinkles. It gives it character. And then when you start to put any of the distresses on it to make it vintagey, it kind of sticks out more. You're going to give it a try. Awesome, Dare. Awesome. You're going to like it. I'm not sure yet if we're going to do wings. I've done angel ones. I think she's just going to be a pretty girl sitting on top of some boxes with an album inside. You know, I've done so many of these angels. I've only kept my grungy one. That's the only one. Go figure. The only one I've kept was the grungy one. My daughter wanted something for Halloween. She loves Halloween because she loves the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. And if you're just coming in, Michelle, girly girl, she's got some of the molds that I'm going to be using and some of the supplies. She can get them for you. I would really appreciate if you guys would do that. So, you know, support one of our own who's in business and buy it from her. And I know she's got several sales. She just had a sale the other day. But if you guys can support, and she does have like coffee dyed paper too. Guys, I can't even see if these words are backwards. It doesn't matter, right? Because it is what it is. I have my glasses on. I took my glasses off and I have no clue where they went. She's looking sexy. She's a looker. Did you get the Dressform? Oh, did you? Hobby Lobby. Went to Hobby Lobby. Oh gosh, Dare, you crack me up. You know, Dare, in 2016 we did this big YouTube hop for Christmas, and let me tell you, we did a lot. For those of the ladies that followed me back then when I had my old channel, we did a lot of Christmas projects, and the ladies were running to Hobby Lobby that Christmas to get the stuff that we were all making. And it was so funny watching the ladies trying to go to Hobby Lobby. We did these Santa dolls, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, out of Christmas head ornaments. Oh, that was a really neat tutorial that I had done then. On sale. Yeah. I think it's $10.99, Michelle. In the group, I put the link. It's not on sale, but I think next week it will be on sale. I think Paper Mache goes on sale next week, if I'm not mistaken. I know they stopped their 40% stuff, which is sad. I would love for someone to show me what to do. What to do. What are you making? What are you making, Dare? I know you said you got the Dressform. Ugh. Guys, I got to clean my hands. Y'all know I don't like my hands to be grungy. I was planning to, do some of her Mod Podging, decoupaging earlier, but then I thought, nah. Oh, you love my tutorial. Oh, thank you, Miss Dare. I appreciate that. I'll be getting on my nerves talking about oh, Bevy. Bevy. You want to go to Hobby Lobby? I sense some hostility in you, Bevy. Would you like to go to Hobby Lobby? I can drive down to Maryland and take you to Hobby Lobby. It's too far. Speaking of Hobby Lobby, did you guys know that they got their stuff, their 75% sales? They had paper. I didn't buy any. I was actually really good, guys. They had their papers, their washi tape, $1.49 for washi tape, a little stack of them. I was good. I said, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, keep on walking. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. And I did good, guys. I walked out there with just what I needed. But yes, Hobby Lobby has their 75% off stuff going on right now. You can go down there and start getting some of their 12 by 12 paper, the Paper Studio brand. They also had Prima paper, authentic paper, the 6 by 6 little paper packs. Yeah, they had those on clearance, marked down. I think they were like $2.99, but the 12 by 12, they were cute little kits. I just don't need any more. Eric would kill me if I came home with more stuff. No, you can't order online. I could be your secret shopper though. I mean, not your secret. I could be your personal shopper. They didn't have a whole lot here. Unless you want washi tape. I know they're gonna, I've seen other videos where people are they're starting to mark down the Happy Planner stuff. So this week they had the paper and the washi and some of the like stickers. That's about it. But I've seen other people, they started to mark down Sizzix and all that. I tell you guys, they do it 3 times a year. I used to work there. The next one's going to be around end of August, beginning of September, because they're trying to make room for all their Christmas stuff that they put out. You need to catch it while you can. Call first, Michelle. You know Hobby Lobby only puts 2 of the things most people want on the shelf. Right. Right. They don't see, that's one thing, but they do have it in the warehouse. They have in their warehouses in the back. They have plenty back there. I don't understand why they do the things they do, but I did see that they had a new card reader. So I don't know if they're changing over to start scanning. It's about time they do POS system. I gotta stand her up, guys. I never understand why they're so behind, but you know, I guess you can't fix what's not broken. You got your coffee? I did too, Bevy. I did too. I'm trying a cinnamon and hazelnut. Oh, it's so good. It's calming on my stomach. Very calming. Miss Patricia, how are we doing? You got her all dressed up pretty? She's looking pretty, mighty fine, mighty fine. Good night, Miss Nona. Hope you feel good. Guys, I got glue. I got glue going everywhere. As long as I don't get glue on my rugs, we're fine. I get glue on my rugs, I'm going to have an angry Eric standing in the back asking me, what the heck have you done to these rugs? Not really, but you're calling corporate? Almost? You almost got her done? See, I had thought about, what are you using? Are you using scrapbook paper, sewing pattern paper, music sheet? What are you using? I am going to put some sewing sheets, or not showing. I might. A couple layers of it. I just wanted her to be a little bit lighter and not grungy. More shabby, less grungy. That's my focus for this dress form. More shabby, less grungy. Good night. I'm calling corporate. Corporate, huh? What are you calling corporate for? Because of the sales that you can't order online, or what? I think sometimes you can order. I don't know. I don't know if you can. Actually, I don't think so. Working on her back. Yes, thumbs up is truly appreciated. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. No, I was joking about your hazelnut. Your hazelnut coffee. Eric didn't make you any. Oh, it's good too. I had to wait last night. I was having coffee withdrawals, and I had to wait till he woke up this morning. Imagine that, because I don't know how to fix it when it starts to act up. I don't know how to fix it, and he's got a trick for it. So I had to wait till he woke up to have my cup of coffee. I was dying for that cup of coffee. Struggle was real, guys. All right, guys, it looks like I'm gonna have some newspaper left over if anyone's interested. I got 3 if anybody wants any. Oh, and we're having our sale. So in case you don't know, Bevy, who's in the chat, and Nettie, we're having our sale on Friday, and it's actually going to start in the evening. I know that some of you guys expressed interest of wanting to be there, so it's going to start at 6 p.m. Central, which is actually 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Friday. And then we're going to get up at the crack of dawn on Saturday, and we're going to sell on Saturday. And it's going to start at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, 9 Pacific Standard Time. And it's going to be Nettie, myself, and hopefully if Jen's feeling good because she's got walking pneumonia, Jen will also be coming in. So you want it? Okay, Michelle, you got it. You want all 3, Michelle? I'm not selling it because I only paid 25 cents. I ain't worried about 25 cents. You're not worried about it. I hope she makes it too. I know she's not feeling good though. She sounded pretty rough. Bless her heart. Her birthday is June 10th. And that's the exact, guys, Cricut's releasing their new Cricut Maker 3, and it's actually on Michelle's birthday. And I'm like, girl, you're so lucky. That's the best birthday present anyone can give you. It's the Cricut Maker 3. I didn't know there was a 2, but you know, she's got Cricut Maker 3 on being released on her birthday. Hey, Marge. How are you, hon? I'm making a mess here with glue on my desk. Nothing new, though. It's all good. So yeah, so Friday it's going to be at 6 in the evening Central Time, and then Saturday it's going to be at 11 Eastern, 10 Central on Saturday until about 5:45 on Saturday, because Marianne goes live. We're trying to coordinate to, to keep all sellers. We're trying to schedule everything so that we all, coordinate together and we're working together. Hey, Des, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I see you from Facebook. Oops. So we're trying to keep it coordinated so that we're not all running into each other, you know what I mean? So we, she's going on to do her live, her Saturday night lives. If you guys catch up to that, they just have fun. They sit there and they craft and they make stuff together. And last weekend I didn't get to watch too much because I had internet issues. Mountain ranges just don't like me. I was having mountain ranges internet withdrawals last week. The struggle was really real. What am I making? So I'm making a dress form, an altered dress form, and she's going to be sitting on a box. My hands are kind of grungy right now, but that's her right there. We're just kind of paper macheing some newspaper prints on her, or decoupaging. I got to stand her up because she's too big. She's 17 inches in length. She's pretty busty. Yeah, I agree she is. She's pretty, well, how could you say that without sounding kind of inappropriate? Pretty well developed, right? Is that how you would say it? I think the worst part, yes, I am on YouTube as well. Yes. You can come on YouTube. It might be easier and faster. To watch via YouTube. I used to do some lives on Facebook, lives, but you can't see the chat really well, and I have a hard time seeing the chat. So, all right, gotta get some of the glue gone. Pretty messy. I don't know if it's because I'm just a messy crafter or what, but it is a pretty messy deal. It's probably because I'm a messy crafter. But she's going to be very pretty when we're done with her. You'll see. She'll look beautiful. I love doing these dress forms. Last year we did, the dress form was the inside was open. Her belly was like a little shelf inside, and we put a little mini book inside. Last year's was fun. Company arrived. Got to run. Good night, Miss Glennis. Tell your daughter Laura I said hello. You saw, oh, my wicked, what was it I called it? My wicked angel. My wicked angel. Nobody wanted that one. They were like, I don't want that. That's creepy looking. My creepy angel. It was very different. Yeah, very, very, very different. For my style, I've never made a dark angel before. Yeah, she was definitely different. Definitely unique. So when you're going around the curves of her arms and her breasts, it's the best thing to do is just, if it's got a pleat, just go with it. It's easier to pleat it, you know. Now, Michelle, I'm not sure if I think I asked you, and I wasn't sure if you saw my thing. Did you, do you have the liquid acrylics in your shop? From Finnabar? Hello, Facebook user. What did I do with her, Miss? I have her in the storage unit in a box. She's in the box. I put her with all the Halloween decor stuff. Nani says she liked her. Who's crafting along? Yes, who is crafting along? Good question, Bevy. Good question. Who's crafting along? Are you crafting along, Bevy? Is Patricia saying me? How are you feeling today, Miss Patricia? How's your rheumatoid? How are you feeling? Okay. Oh, yes. Those are the perfect ones. So burnt sienna, perfect. Burnt sienna is one of my favorite. You get that nice kind of a rusty vintage look to it. So, and if you guys don't, there we go. Sorry, it froze up. I don't know. Last I heard is burnt sienna. Hola, Mandy. Hola, Evelyn. ¿Cómo está? I'm here. I think it was just YouTube. It's acting finicky. It's either YouTube or StreamYard. StreamYard is acting finicky. A mess, a mess, a mess, guys. This is a mess. Unless you like messes. How much of a mess do you have, Miss Patricia? Do you have a mess? Did you paint? No cheating now. No painting. Y'all have to, if you're making this, y'all have to make the mess I'm making. It's only fair. Question, May. What's your question? City drugstore. Handle the goods and is the city goods store. Handles the goods and is the place to buy drugs, chemical, patent, medicine, tobacco, cigars, ink, fine, stationery, medicinal, wine, and liquors. If I don't have chalk paint, yes, you can use, can I use paint? The brown stand white. Yeah, you can use acrylic paint. I just prefer chalk paint because I like the look of it. But you can use chalk paint, and if you have acrylic paint, you can also take some baby powder. I used to do it with like baby powder or what is that thing, of plaster of Paris? You can make your own chalk paint. But you can't, no, you can't, you have to Mod Podge, you have to decoupage. No getting out of that one, Miss Patricia. If I'm making a mess, you're all making a mess. Oh yeah, it'll stick. For sure. It'll stick. It'll stick. But I think you need to Mod Podge, decoupage it. Oh, Night Angel is Mindy's crafty creation is Evelyn, and then Night Angel is Lourdes. Lourdes Salvador. I always get her name wrong. Salvador. Because I want to say it in English, and I know it's not Salvador. Salvador. Lourdes Salvador. Nothing like touching a Dressform's bosom. Like, feel awkward doing that. How many layers of newspaper are you putting on? Right now, I just have one layer, actually. Just one layer. And I'm probably going to put every... Right now, that's what she looks like. It's just one layer. But I might put some random sheets of music pages. Maybe one or two. I don't know. Just random. But not necessarily. You don't have to necessarily do that. I just wanted a couple of sheets in there. Sloppy job. Now, the one we did in 2014, we used actually scrapbook paper from Prima. That one came out really pretty. Lourdes Salvador. I don't know why I always want to say her last name in English when it's not supposed to be. Salvador. Just look at that. Have you guys ever done a piñata? This is what it feels like. I helped a friend of mine a couple years ago. She did piñatas. She had a little shop in Wyoming, and I would go in every now and then when she needed help to make the piñatas. And I would go in and help her when I was bored. That was pretty interesting. And she had learned from her family doing it for years. Too much of a messy work though. Messy stuff. Look, it looks like I'm going to have some leftover, even of the one I cut up. So, Evelyn, did you crack open the safe where you have all your laces and your kit? Sorry I'm off camera, guys, but I can't put her down. You're just going to have to mold it the best you can. Is what I strongly recommend, is just shape it. Every now and then you're going to have to pleat, but that's okay. I wish I could say it was an easier way of doing this. Well, there is if you paint it, but we're not painting it because I think it gives it nice, unique character when we decoupage this. And the one we did in Halloween, we used rice paper from Stamperia. And I believe Michelle has some of those also, and you can contact her. if you want some of that. And if she doesn't, we all know Marianne has it. So either way, one of the two will have it. I'm working on things for my mom, 70. Aw, my mom would have been 72 years old in September this year. Would have, could have, wish. Why are you putting any? Can't you just craft from the way it is? You can just paint the dress form, but I kind of like the I don't know, I like the uniqueness of, you know, Mod Podging it and decoupaging it. And then when I start putting in some of the stains and stuff like that, it looks pretty cool on her with all the pleats and the folds. It gives it nice vintage crackle look as well. So I kind of like that look. I do. I'm gonna wipe my hands because I got too much of a Mod Podge buildup. Look at that. What are you making for her? I'm working birthday. I got recruited by my sissy. Weren't you recruited for something else for your family too last year, for something big you were doing for the family? It's funny because they always get us crafters when they know there's a crafter in the family to do something, you know, because in my husband's family, when I was just there this past week, my sister-in-law said, hey, Miss April, how are you, hon? My sister-in-law says, hey, I need you to make a flower arrangement for the headstones at the funeral, at the cemetery. And I'm like, huh? I've never done anything like that. I've done wreaths, but I've never done anything for headstones. I don't even like going to cemeteries, to be honest. I bought soap paper house from Michael's, and I was wondering if you had to cover it first. You don't have to. You can paint it. You can definitely paint it. I think that the neat thing about it is that when you do the decoupage, because you're tearing up the strips of the paper, and then you go in and you put like any type of a stain, like maybe distress inks or whatever on it, it gives it almost like a crackled appearance to it. Hey, Miss Sheila. So it looks kind of unique, I think. It is going to be covered with laces and stuff like that. I mean, really not all of it's not going to be exposed, but the idea is that I know it's there and I just wanted to do it. Ice break. Yeah, you'll get kind of like a crackled appearance to it because of the glue that you're putting on it. So yeah, I like that. I mean, almost like a mosaic look. So I like that. And, you know, of course, it's going to have laces and stuff like that. But, you know, if you lift up the lace, you can see the bottom parts of her. Hey, Miss Amanda, how are you? Yes, you know what's under. See, I like to cross my T's and dot my I's. You know, it's just that's just me. You know, I just like I just like to have that finished look on her. That if anyone was to look underneath her laces and her clothes that we're gonna glue onto her, that they're not just seeing an unfinished paper mache dress form mannequin, whatever you want to call it. So it's just for, you know, satisfy my taste buds, I would say. Also, I think it's fun to see what mess that we all make on our desk. I should take a picture of that and see the mess that I've created on my desk. When you have OCD about messes, definitely not the project for you to make. Right now I'm working on floor arrangement. Oh gosh, girl, floor arrangements. I was about to have an aneurysm when they said you make an arrangement for a headstone. I was like, what? Never done that. But we got it figured out. How to make a bow without my bow maker. Imagine that. I love my bow maker. Amanda, I'm good. I went on a date with hubby today, so I had fun. Oh, that is so sweet when you get to do that. That is sweet. Date nights are always fun nights. It's good when you have that kind of time with your hubby, your significant other. That is good. Eric and I, when we lived in Wyoming, we used to always have at least twice a month, we would go and have breakfast, not lunch. We would take the kids to school, and then we would go out and have breakfast at Village Inn. Oh, I loved it. And so that is one thing I do miss, because we haven't been able to find a good restaurant here that we can go out and enjoy either lunch or breakfast. I'm not much of a breakfast person anymore. I don't go out like on movies or unless it's with the family, because I fall asleep. Secret. May likes to fall asleep during movies. My kids will rat me out. Mom falls asleep during the movies. Yes, I do. Now we've gone to drive-in, but we have not been able to go on dates. It's a good idea. We went to escape. Oh, Cajun food and escape room and a Turkish restaurant. Wow. Appetizers and desserts. Ooh, that sounds like fun. I fall asleep during movies. You too? Oh, girl, my kids call me out on that all the time. Mom, don't know why you bother to pay for a movie when you fall asleep. And then I started to be smart about it, and I would wear a hoodie and kind of pretend that I wasn't sleeping. But they knew Mom was sleeping. Not because I'm not much of a movie person. I think that's why. Hard to get me to sit down. But that sounds like fun, Amanda. Do you guys do that like every month? Get to go out? I'm glad my kids are older now. I mean, I'm glad, not glad. Does that make sense? I'm glad, not glad. Like, I'm glad that they're older where, you know, they're old enough now that if like my son, he can drive himself to places now, and if I need to go somewhere, I don't need to get a babysitter. I think that's the biggest catch is the babysitter issues, because I never like to have my kids alone. Even when my son was 18, I would not let him alone in the house. And we got a babysitter. He's like, Mom, really? Yeah, really. Babysitter was big sister. My hubby's the one who wants to do dates. He is trying to plan a 31-year anniversary thing, and I'm like, no need. He tries, but I'm stick in the mud, just a waste of money. Tell him to give you the money, and you can go craft shopping. May, did you cover the bottom? I am going to cover the bottom. Yes, we're on it, Dare. We are on it. So I got the bottom, see? So I'm just doing the edge down here. I'm going to dry that up so I can kind of flip her under and yeah, I think I want to do date nights. I told Eric we need to do date nights, but back when the kids were smaller, we would get someone to come in and watch them. And then as Carla got older, because Carla's now 25, and like we had her come babysit in 2019. We had to do something. We had her come down and babysit. I know my kids. Brianna was 15 and Ethan was 17, but still, I don't like to leave them alone. And we were going out of town. But now that they're older, I don't need a babysitter. It costs us money. But Nana, I would tell him, give me the money that you're going to spend on this 31st anniversary. And by the way, congratulations. That is awesome. 31 years. It's amazing. So congrats on that. That's wonderful. That is so wonderful. What did you make your dress form from the shape? Oh, okay. So you can buy this at Hobby Lobby. I didn't make this, girl. This is a Hobby Lobby dress form. And you can get it for like, I think it's, I put the link in the group. It's like $10.99. But if you go to like Michael's, I'm just going to cover that up. If you go to Michael's, I'm not sure how much they are there, but you can use that 20% because Michael's, I don't think Joann has them. I've never seen this size dress form in Joann's. By the way, did anyone use the Simon Says $5, that $5 thing that I had, $5 off your order? Make sure someone use that, please. I don't shop enough at Simon Says to use it. I do have some coupons from Joann's, but I don't think they have. Oops. You bought it at Amazon. I mean, at Hobby Lobby. Did you order it, Michelle? See, they don't have that pickup, buy here, pick up at the store. He never complains. I can buy what I want. He encourages my crafting. You know what? That's the most wonderful husband of all time. That deserves an award because that's just exactly how my husband, Eric, is. He is so supportive of me and my crazy shenanigans. Like, seriously. Do you guys see that Dollar Tree has the Happy Planner books for $1? If you guys, girls, I was checking for y'all. I went and checked on my drive here. We checked at a couple Dollar Trees, not Hobby Lobby. I said, did I say Hobby Lobby? Dollar Tree has the Happy Planner books for $1. Some people are selling them for like $4 and like $6 shipping on some of the groups. But I checked here today. Again, I checked yesterday and I checked today, but nothing. Yours didn't have it? Yeah, mine doesn't have it either, but I keep checking. I don't know. We have 3 Dollar Trees, so I keep checking. When I find it, I'll let you guys know. But that's a good deal for $1 for those books, right? It's an awesome deal. But I heard it's because from what I've been reading on the Happy Planner group, it's a lot of the, I guess, the books that came with imperfection, where maybe in printing process, it got kind of damaged, or it didn't cut right or print right or whatever. That's what I've been hearing in the Happy Planner. I don't know. I couldn't confirm that because I don't have it. She's almost done, guys. I'm going to get some music sheets and give her a couple little music sheets. Maybe not. I think she's fine. I'm just being super crazy about it. I guess not. I think I'm going to pass on the music sheets. I'm just being lazy. Guys, it's crazy here right now. We still are, what? You're still on lockdown. Girl, we've been released out of our prisons. We've been released. It feels good to be able to walk. I went walking today, Miss Bev. I walked today. I went walking. I'm drinking my water again. Look, Miss Bev. Back to my exercise regimen. I got to get Mr. Larson to lose some weight, so I got to stick with it, guys. I have to for his health. Keep telling him he needs to, but he am not listening to me. He likes to eat. How are we coming, Miss Patricia? Mine is done. She's in Canada. We're still working on it, Nettie. We're almost done. Look, she's completely, well, I got a little spot on the top. That's okay. Got a couple little spots here and there, and she is done. And then we're going to go and move on to, this is the hardest part, I think. The dressing her up with the laces is, to me, the fun part and the best part. So we'll let her to do her thing, completely dry up. Well, before I like to let her sit for a little bit, so that when I start to put any sprays or anything on there to get I'm going to let her sit so that I can let her fully dry up before I put the sprays or anything on her, and it kind of penetrates better. All right, so I hope it's going to be a day or two before the next tutorial so I can get my dress form and get the paper. Yes, it's going to be a couple. So tomorrow, I will probably, I know Friday I have my sale. So if anything, we can regroup on Sunday and work on the lace part of her. Give you guys enough time to decoupage your dress form, and then we'll come back in with a little bit of kind of not, I don't want to make her too dark or grungy or anything like that. I want to kind of make her a little aging, but not rust, like not ugly aging, not grungy aging. You know what I mean? Like maybe some vintage photos or something to age the paper, because it's kind of fairly new. Some gesso wanted to make it look a little older, but a little hot. Got one spot right there, but I want to let her sit. But so far, that's what she looks like. I'm going to seal her completely. So we're going to let her sit. I'm going to come in and seal her completely with the Mod Podge here in a bit. And then we'll come back on Sunday. Hello, hello, Facebook user. I don't know if it's who it is, but hello and welcome. And then Sunday we can do part 2 of dressing her up with all the luscious laces. So now we're going to move on. I'm going to put that aside. We're going to move on to I'll wipe this up a little bit, put my paintbrush and some water. Let's move on to the box, the hat box. We're going to paint it, and then we're going to get some of the molds. And as I mentioned before, Michelle, girly girl, in the chat, I picked a couple molds that I'm going to work with for this project. And Michelle, girly girl, if you guys express interest, she can try to get. So from that newspaper, look, I still have plenty left over. Crud, I just dropped my form and my shirt. What? Your shirt? You put a shirt on her already? So I don't know if you guys saw the one that I'm seeing. I posted in the group. There's one that I picked up from like Pinterest. They're really nice. The colors, the pinks and the mints. That's what I'm going for on this one. The ivories, pinks, mints, those colors is what we're going to go for. Look at my, I don't even know why I'm cleaning this. I'm cleaning it because I have OCD. So I hope you guys don't mind, but I have to. She dropped her shirt? What? What are you doing, Miss Patricia, that you dropped your shirt? I hate to ask that question. What are you doing? Is Bob home? No, man. I was painting the wood on. Oh, yours is on the stand. That's right. Clean. It's bugging you? I know it's bugging me. I got to get a scraper, though. It's bugging me, guys, to see that crud on my desk. So y'all got to excuse me, but this got to go, guys. It's so comforting to clean. I like cleaning. I can't stand dust. So yes, Sunday. How's Sunday for part 2 of this video tutorial? Sunday afternoon after church and all that. And then I'll show you somewhat of, I'm not sure yet if we're going to do an album or a fabric album. I think it's going to be fabric though. I seriously think it needs to be fabric. It's got to be fabric. I have so much laces that I really need to get through. Sunday sounds good. Okay, that'll give you guys enough time to get your dress forms, decoupaged, and get your hat boxes. So you guys have hat boxes, because even if you don't have a hat box, you need like something to put this dress form on. I had originally thought, okay, we can make a bag to put the book on her and then hang it over her shoulder like you see in the picture. She was holding a little sachet, but because she's not on a stand, I don't think she's strong enough to hold a book. Guys, this stuff is so good. It is awesome. It smells good too. That's what I like to clean with. So I think it's going to be fabric. That's what I think it's going to be, a fabric book, because I want it to sit on the bottom box, which is the big one. The big hat box. No, I don't have any of that. What? You don't have what? What don't you have? You have plenty of stuff. You don't have a box? Any box? You can take a box. Take a box that you have from one of your shipping boxes and just, you know, use a shipping box. You got plenty of shipping box. We'll use one of those, and she can sit on there and make sure you can add a book inside. Alter a shipping box. That would have been cool. I should have done that, but I wanted to be extra bougie. That, besides $16.99 for those hat boxes, was not a bad deal at all. All right, we got it cleaned enough. Sure, you didn't come here to see me clean. Okay. I gotta put my camera up for this stuff. No, I'm not. I'm painting this one. Oh, no, not this. Because we're going to put the molds. And I want to make this look really vintage. That's my plan, is to make it very vintage. So this is not a bad deal for $16.99. This is really big. This is like 10 and a half, I would say, in diameter. No, actually, it's 12 and a half in diameter. That's not bad at all. Yeah, no. And this is what I paid. $16.99 for the set. So I'm just going to, it has 3 boxes. I'm going to use chalk paint. Now my favorite color is sheepskin. I could not find sheepskin a bit ago, and this is what I have. So this is what we're going to use. My kids, I know they had to have taken my paintbrushes. I know they did. Oh, Michael also had it. Yeah, the stackable. See, I want it to stack. So that's the purpose of, so that she can sit on the top third one, and we'll glue her down somewhat, so that she's kind of anchored down on the box, and then you can just lift it up. We'll glue her to the lid. So I'm just using my Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint. Normally I use sheepskin, but you just have white. And I'm just going to pour that. If you have a bigger paintbrush, go for it. Use a bigger paintbrush. But we're going to paint, I'm going to do one box, and I'm going to do the mold on the one box, and then give you an idea of how to do your boxes, and then you guys go to town with your boxes. And I'll show you the finish 3 boxes of mine. So we'll just do one box today, and the others I'll do it off camera. And I'm not looking at the chat, so I apologize if you're asking me any questions. Now I think this is the size, this is the bottom one is where we're going to put maybe the album. I'm not sure. We'll see. We shall see. And I'm not being so cautious about painting for the simple reason is I also want some crackles on here. So, because I want to give it a distressed age look as well. You might have to do a medium box to sit next to mine because of the, oh yeah, the yours has that stand. You got that one from me, didn't you, Miss Patricia? When I sold them, did you get that Dressform from me? That one's nice because that one has a stand on it, and it's a lot big. It's a lot bigger. It's 24 inches, about 24. I'm probably not using the right size paintbrush, but that's all right. I'm going to come in and distress it anyway. Yeah, 2 years ago. You got it when I had the store. Did you get it from the kit? Is that where you got it? I know Evelyn got her kit, and young Sue still has her kit. Did you get it from, oops, just got paint on my shirt. Darn it. Guys, I've ruined so many clothes. Is yours from the kit, Miss Patricia? Or just bought it from me? I don't know. I've sold so many of those angel kits. No, you just ordered it. Okay, gotcha. Michelle, I can tell you, I don't know if you wanted to get any of these to resell for the ladies that can't, that doesn't have Hobby Lobby or a Michael's to order these. I can tell you where. Sorry. I can tell you where to get them. You probably already know, though. Oh, I love your nails, May. Oh, thank you. My shirt is in my bathroom soaking. Oh, did you? Gosh, I got paint now on my sleeves. The other day on one of my new pair of jeans, I got whatever it was we were making the other day. I got it on my jeans. So there's another jean for the craft room. Yeah, you should be able to get it, Michelle. And if they don't have it, I'll tell you the other source. And if anyone wants to get it, if she can get it and anyone's interested in getting it from Michelle, hit her up. I need to get a bigger paintbrush. Ugh, this is driving me crazy. Let's see if this one will work. Oh, nope, that won't work. Brianna, do me a favor, Mommy. Buy me a bigger paintbrush. Huh? A bigger paintbrush. Where are they? Check the paintbrushes that we bought for the walls or something. Because I am having, I don't know where my bigger paintbrushes are. I think a good portion, there was a time when I was doing a lot of video tutorials. A good portion of my clothes were stained. Sometimes I just give up on buying clothes because I'm always coming in here and just like now, I got paint on my shirt and I wasn't intending for that. Yeah, definitely. This has got to be several part tutorials. This is like a long series of stuff. See what I mean about when it's like a lot of water-based paints, it starts to warp. You never want cheap gesso. And I'm kind of doing a little bit, not covering it all, exposing some of the brown because it's almost like a wet, not wet, dry, wet dry. Because I want to give it a little bit of a vintage look when I come back in. Like this? Yeah, that'll work. Thank you, Mommy.
Yeah, I see you.
Expose some of that brown from the May, my sweetheart, is in his last week of swing shift, goes back at 7 a.m. next week for the summer. Ooh. I like the way you guys call each other sweetheart. That is so sweet. Sweet when you guys can still do that after so many years of marriage. That is really nice. We've been married 16 years, but we've been together for nearly 19 years. If you want to skip this part, you can cover it up with paper or fabric. That's up to you. But I like the exposing some of the brown. Cover your eyes, Nettie. Don't look at that mess on my desk, okay, Nettie? Oh, this is a lot faster. Thank you, Jesus. We have been together for 52 years, married this month for 49. Wow. You know, you remember Miss Carol Brickman? May she rest in peace. God, she was married for like 60 some years, I think. I used to love hearing her jokes. I miss that. I miss her. You come back and put some sandpaper and sand off some of it to expose some of the white, the underneath layer. That's what we're going to do. So it's got to be imperfect, okay? So don't sweat it. Let's dry it up a little, and then we'll do the bottom. And then we'll get the mold. And that's the fun part, the molds, the molds, the molds. And I'm going to use a gel medium, a heavy gel medium from Finnabar. And I'm not sure, Michelle could probably tell you if she can get it for you. I prefer, oh, I love the crackle. Ooh, love it. I don't know if y'all can see the crackle. I'll have to show you here in a bit. I don't even put anything on here to make it crackle, but it crackled on its own. I didn't even have to put a crackle on here. You see the crackle in there? Oh, let's see. I'll have to take a picture and show you the crackle. Hold on. Let's take a picture here in a second, and we'll show you some of the crackles. Dana, thank you. That is super sweet of you, Dana. And how are you? How are you, hon? I really appreciate that, Dana. I'm glad you guys are doing good. I'm going to take a picture of that crackle so you guys can see that. And all I did is I just made it a little bit thicker in there. Normally I have to put like a really nice, like maybe Elmer's glue is really good for crackle. Can you see that? See that? Nice. I like that. Elmer's glue is really good for crackle. But it might have been whatever they put in here because, you know, it's paper mache. And I'm sure they slapped on a lot of glue in that, on this. So that's probably what made that crackle on there. But it came out good. Buy me a coffee. I don't know what that is. Y'all can buy me coffee any day. I don't say no to coffee. Coffee is my thing. Coffee and a cup of ice. Woo. Although I've been doing really good about the ice, though. Wow, that's 2 days in a row someone has gifted me some money. That's sweet of you guys. I really appreciate that. It certainly helps with supplies, that is for sure. Okay, so we got some really nice crackles in there. Now we're going to do the bottom, and then we're going to do the lid, and then we're going to do some molds. And Michelle, girly girl, is going to help you guys out get those molds. Oh, y'all have to tell me what that is all about. I've never heard of it. Although I always feel guilty. I don't know. Oh, Bevy, speaking of which, I put my suitcase that I did a couple years ago in the room. Remember you were asking me about stone paper? The handle for that one had stone paper. And I went to the storage unit hold on. Michelle was asking me something. Give me a second. I went to the storage unit and I found one of the yes, Michelle, I will get that out for you. I will. And so I went to the storage unit and let me see. I'll have to go in here in a bit and get the little journal we made last year with stone paper. But the handle on that suitcase was made with stone paper. And I'm telling you, you can make really nice. Okay, so Michelle can get the dress forms, right? That's right, Michelle? The dress forms. She can get that for you guys for sure. You guys can support our small shops. That's very appreciated. Let's do that. Support our small shop. Oh, doesn't the molds? Okay, you're still looking. Okay, here, let me send you a message. Hold on. Let me give me a second, guys. They used to have it, but let's see. Hold on, Michelle. I'm going to send you that link I gave you. Hold on. Huh. That's bizarre. I'm not sure why it's taking me to. I'll check this out here in a bit, Michelle. But apparently they might have. There you go. Hopefully that works and they have it. All right, let's do now the lid, and then we're going to go in and start with the molds. And I am going to use the burnt sienna, the liquid. acrylic from Finnabar's collection. It gives it a nice little rust around the lost my train of thought. That's been happening a lot to me. Around the mold pieces, it gives it a nice little rusty effect to it, almost like a natural effect. And I'll show you what I mean about that here in a second. Run a little heavy on here, only because one, you can take a sandpaper and sand out some of it, but I also want some crackles on here. So I am going a little bit heavy on this. Again, you can cover it up with paper if you want. You don't want, if you want to skip this process, go for it. Skip it. It is messy. That it is. I'm using, this is what I'm using. You can use gesso. And if you are going to use gesso, this is the white one from Folk Art. That's my favorite chalk paint. If you are using a heavy gesso, make sure you use like a Finnabar Art Basic, something that's heavy. Some of the gessos that are the cheap brands, they tend to be watered down and it kind of warps it. You don't want that. Like this. Now I normally when I do my my molds to attach to any surface, I use wood glue. So this is going to be the first time I use gel medium. I'm hoping it holds. It's, you know, it holds well. But wood glue has always worked great for me on these pieces. I don't know why. Regular glue does not kick it. Again, don't worry about imperfection because we will sand. And I'll show you off camera probably a little sanding because I don't want that dust all over here. Or maybe I will. But you just want a lightweight sandpaper. Walmart Gesso. I've never tried the Walmart Gesso. Wait, what brand is it? Oh, okay. I've never tried that one. I'll have to try it. Okay. Yeah, on the dried, the resin, the 3D gel medium works great. But when we're using that paper clay, I've noticed because we're shaping it, sometimes it doesn't want to do what it should do. And so I've always, okay, so here's what that burnt sienna would do. You see all that almost looks rusty? That's actually burnt sienna, the liquid acrylic that Michelle, girly girl, has. So once I put the molds down, I'll go in to make it look like it's a little rusty on certain areas. To canvas. Has she used it on paper clay? Yeah, paper clay might be different. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping, because I know in the past I've tried other glues for the paper clay. The only thing that seems to work is wood glue. So I'm really hoping that it will work. If not, then I guess to the hardware, because I know I have wood glue. I just don't know where I put it with the packing. No, I'm supposed to be packing, getting rid of stuff so we can move. And you could do this probably with the Dressform. I just wanted decoupage. You know what you could do is stack some books, get some old books, and, you know, paint them up and stack her up on some books. That's another idea. Especially like those old dictionary books. Oof. Ooh, I just made a mess there. Guys, I like creating, but I don't like the mess I make. Does anybody feel me? Like, I love crafting, but I really hate the mess I always manage to make. I can never create something that is not messy. It's not natural for me to do something that is not messy. I think I should have called my channel The Messy Crafter. Look at that. Look at that mess I have. Disgusting. Disgusting. Creativity is messy. It is. Ugh. It's like I do like doing mixed media. I don't like getting my hands all grunged up and dirty. And I might do it for a bit, and then I'm like, oh, I'm over the getting messy. Again, I'm not too, I'm exposing areas of that. But you can cover it. Okay. Back, man, this is a lot of work when you're hurting. I know it is. Mess is the best. See, I didn't think you like messes, Miss Bevy. I thought you were like the kind that's really, I see these crafters that has these beautiful craft rooms that are just amazingly beautiful. And I'm thinking, do you really craft in there? Because, gosh, my craft room was clean before we started working today. Now I'm looking around me and I see the mess I've created, and I'm like, yeah, see, that's why I don't like creating often. I make a mess. And I think it's because I'm sitting down. Oh, your stairs. See, I'm downstairs now, Miss Patricia. I've done graduated to the downstairs. I graduated downstairs now. Yeah, they don't look like they craft in those craft rooms. It's like, I would love a craft room that looked like that, and the paper fairy or the crafter fairy came after me and cleaned up, but you know, it doesn't happen. I think she kind of thinks that my craft room is too messy for her to clean up after me. Yeah, I have to start off clean. I cannot work in a messy area. Oh, that will kill my mojo in 2.5 seconds. Like, oh, talk about kill the mood. If my area, like right now, I'm seeing a scattered mess around me, and it's like, if I was to start with this mess, it would totally kill the mood. I would love to see around the rooms of things they make. Yeah, right? It's unrealistic to me. Yes, it is very unrealistic. It's like, do they really craft in those pretty white stuff? Like, do they not get themselves dirty at all? Like, I know I get dirty. Do they not get dirty? Like, am I like the only person that gets dirty? All right, I'm going to set that aside. We're going to let that, I do need to have that out because I need to work on the other hat boxes. That's going to be your homework for Sunday. When we come back on Sunday, y'all have to have your Dressform, paper mache, your boxes, whatever it may be, whether it's books stacked up, whether it's hat boxes or mailing boxes, whatever kind of boxes that you're putting your Dressform on. Look around. You might have something in your house that you can use. A tin. It could be a tin if you have a little tin, a pail, like a tin pail or something from Dollar Tree. That would have been nice too. It's cheap for $1. Flip her upside down. She might fit in there. All right, I got to clean this mess before we move forward and start working with the clay. Otherwise, it is not happening, guys. That stuff smells good. Smells like nice, clean lavender. Mojo will go out the door if I don't have my area clean when I'm crafting. May, can I put clear gesso on the wood? Yeah. You should be able, yeah, it'll protect it. Did you paint it? Is that why you want to put gesso on it? Or are you going to paint it? That's like a primer. Just clear. You painted it. You already painted it, so then you don't need, if you already painted it, you don't need to put gesso on it. The gesso would have been before you painted it. I told my husband to wet this for me. And, you know, he kind of wet just like a little tiny area. I don't know why I say my husband. Y'all know him by Eric. All right. I'm not even going to bother about my hands. Although it drives me crazy. Modeling paste? No. No, it's not going to be the same. But, you know, I've been told, I've never tried it. I have never ever tried it. But I've been told that the paper clay from Walmart works just as good. But I have never tried it. I'm a fan of creative paper clay. I've been using it for years. I used to make these dolls. 2013. So I've been using it for so long that I'm just a huge fan of it. And it works good. You have enough time to work with it without it, you know, messing up on you. Like the Prima, not good. I don't know if they've changed it, but the stamp period, definitely not. I do not like it. Tried it again last year, didn't like it. All right, let me clean up my hands so I'm not getting that on my clay. Let me go wash them. Be back. All right, back. May is back again. All right. Bev, there's the one we did last year. This is the stone paper that it feels like leather and you can sew it. See, I sewed on it. It looks just like leather. It feels like leather. You can wash it. This is the Stamperia rice paper, the SeaWorld. And yeah, it's kind of now folded in all kind of different shapes, but that is stone paper and rice paper on the cover of that one. So makes it look like leather. All right, mold. So this is the liquid acrylics that Michelle can get for you guys, and we're going to use these are the colors I like to use when I create those rusty effects. Carmine is one that I absolutely love, and the one she has in stock right now, Tiger Orange, is another one I love. I do love the avocado that she has in stock, and that's that one. And this is just a little bit of a drop that you need, just a little bit. And I'm going to use the black ink. You don't need a whole lot of it, just a little bit. Burnt sienna right there. A little goes a long, long, long way for these. What the heck? I took it. Okay. So this is the liquid acrylic from Arc Alchemy Finnabar collection from Prima, and this is the black ink, and just a drop, and you mix it with water. This will make it look like it's like a faux rust. This is the Tiger Orange. This is another one I like to use to make it look rusty. This is the burnt sienna that Michelle Girly Girl has in stock right now. These are really hard to come across last year. So she has the burnt sienna. The carmine is the other one that I love, love, love to use and make rust. So these are the colors that I like to use when I'm creating something like rust. The burnt sienna, the carmine, the tiger orange, it gives it a nice rust. And then if you want to give it almost like that patina green, you do that avocado on there. So yeah, contact Michelle if you want to get some of that, because I will be using some of that on the molds. So for the molds, I'm going to use for the big box, and again, Michelle Girly Girl has molds. I don't know which ones. Which ones do you have? Oh yes, that stone paper is amazing. Stone paper is amazing. I love, 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 love stone paper. Now, what I love about the Prima molds is that you don't really need to do a whole lot with them. You don't have to sit here. Like, I've never had to use a release on my molds. I've never had to do any of that. I've used resin, liquid resin, the amazing resin, which does it within 5 minutes. You've casted it, and of course my clay. This you can store in a Ziploc bag and it lasts you forever. I don't know where my other ones was, so I had to go out and buy new. But Michelle, you should be able to get this stuff, girl. You need to carry this stuff. I used to carry it and sell out of it. So Michelle, I think you should carry it. And all you don't need to put some, if you have any concerns about it, what I suggest you do is just take some cornstarch and just take a paintbrush and just lightly dust it on, but that's it. All right, you don't want to knead it too much. Based on the size of that, I know I'm going to need more than that. Yes, a little goes a very long way. Yes, a little goes a long way. What's the difference between that and Arteza paint? Oh, there's a huge difference. Arteza's tends to be, it's acrylic. And these, for some reason, it has, they say it's acrylic. Yeah, not your typical acrylic because it dries up pretty fast. And if I put it on here, I got to get some alcohol and remove it. All right, so I just stretch it out to the length. I push down on it. Like I know right there, I'm going to be a little bit short. So I'm just going to, I don't want to knead it too much. That's important. You don't want to knead it too much. You don't want to get it hot in your hands. All right, there we go. Spread it out to cover your mold, right? You can get a roller if you want. All right, so then I just take my thumb and I burnish it. Put it in your package. Like I said, these are really nice, and it comes off. They're silicone, so you can lift them up and shape them out and remove them so easy. I love Prima's molds. I really, really do. And if you get a crack on it, think about it this. You are doing something that's going to be rusty, and it'll give it character. Not only that, hardware tend to crack with when it's patina and rusty. So, and then just take your finger and kind of shape it in there. Go around those little crevices. I'm not too concerned whether it's lumpy there. I'm not looking at the chat either, so if you're sending me messages, I'll look here in a minute. But just kind of take your fingers and shape it in around the mold. That's all. You can do resin, but when you're shaping it around an object like furniture and stuff like that, I've used these on some of my furniture pieces. You're not going to be able to shape it around the object. The clay allows you to shape around an object. All right. So, think about that. If you're going to put it around a bottle, which I've done many times, a paintbrush, which I've done many times, it's easier if it's done on paper clay. All right. I'm not sure right there. I'll make it a little bit thicker there. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Resin is not flexible. No, it's not. Marge, you don't have to wait for the sale. We can fulfill any order anytime. There you go. So Marge, if you need anything, just let Michelle know. All right. So then you just take a little bit, just flip it out carefully. Like right there. Fold it back. What I like about these molds. And peel back. Just very carefully peel it back, roll it back. And there. Oh, I broke a piece. Ah, I knew that piece was going to give me a problem, but that's okay. Because we can just attach it just like that. And I'll just take a little stylus and I'll just use my stylus and kind of shape it in there. Again, I'm not too concerned because that just gives it a little bit of the, you know, rusty metal pieces that has patinaed and broken off and whatever. And there we have that piece. And what we'll do is we will take that, and while it's wet, you don't want to wait till it dries up. You want to take it and take it to your object, which is this box. I think this one goes this way. And you want to attach it and glue it onto the object while it's wet. So we're going to do that there. And you can paint it. Don't know if it will work, but I'm trying some quick cure clay now in a mold. Oh, let me know. I've never tried clay, regular curing. I know because with the clays you have to bake it, but let me know how that works. Just wanted to try it with what I have. Definitely going to order paper clay though. Yeah, if you guys want to get some paper clay, let Michelle know. And if she's working on that quick cure clay, but I'm going to have to stand up here in a minute. Once you have an eye of where you want it, you take that wood. I've always used wood glue. We're going to try the gel medium, like I said, from Finnabar. Just glue it on and press it just gently around. So I'm going to go ahead and get up and get that gel medium. And this is what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. One thing I do suggest that when you're using the liquid acrylic, it will harden up. That's why I say it's not really, I don't know, they say it's acrylic, but I don't know what is in it. It hardens up your paintbrushes. So I always try to use a really old paintbrush for my liquid acrylic, a beat up one, a cheap, inexpensive. Don't use anything expensive. All right, I have to stand up. All right, so I'm going to use my heavy gesso. If you have wood glue, use that. That's what I've always used. So we shall see if this will work. I'm not sure, but we will see. Dang, I use these. This is how hard it makes it. It makes it really hard. I try to use these grody one. fingers. And I tap on it really gently because I don't want some of those delicate areas, those little delicate designs to get smushed. So I said I've never used this, so we'll see. Be a learning experience for sure. Oop, there's that broken piece. I'll attach that. Just tap it on gently. And I didn't put a 2 up here because remember we have a 2, the lid falls down about so. So we really don't want to put it up too high. Take that into consideration, your lid. Just tap on, especially around those little edges. And then if you want, take your little stylus. Let's get this piece on here. My fingers clean. How long does it take to dry? Sometimes with the clay, it could take a couple hours. The most 24 hours is what I've noticed. But within hours, it'll dry up. I just take a stylus because you don't want to go in and smoosh your little intricate, but I just kind of tap it into the edges just a little. Just gently press down on it just so that it makes good contact. And you see anything that's kind of pressing up. But I like to take the stylus and kind of just give it a little assistance to lay down. But not so much that you damage the intricate design of the mold. But with these, I like to make it look like it's really rusty hinge or something that's been eroding in the ocean or something. Yeah. Just press down. How's that clay, Michelle? You'll have to tell me how that goes for you. We might be able to come back tomorrow night and I'll show you, because I want to be able to let you can work on the like put the gesso on this clay while it's drying up overnight. You can do that. I have done that when I'm like in a super crunch, especially online. I'm doing a video. But I try to let it do its thing, do its course. So if you guys want, we can work on this tomorrow. I can show you how to, and then on Sunday, we can work on the dress form. Is that all right? Does that sound like a good deal? Press down on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it kind of, I'm going to do the same thing for my other boxes. Again, make sure you leave enough of a lip for when you put the lid on. And don't press down too hard where you're going to ruin your little details. See these little cracks? I love that, because once you start putting in your, nope, don't like the quick cure clay. Okay. Well, you know, Walmart has paper clay if you want to try it. I've heard it's good. I've never tried it. I think it's because I like that paper clay so much, the creative paper clay. But if you plan to carry it, just let us know, because that's one thing that I do love a lot. And I stand by, I 100% stand by the creative paper clay brand. See all those little cracks. So when you start taking in your gesso and then you start putting these liquid acrylic, it kind of goes into those little crevices and it gives it that nice aging rusty effect. So keep that in mind. And we're going to let that kind of cure overnight. And if you guys want, we can meet up tomorrow and I'll show you how to do this part of this and kind of aging this up, and maybe we can sand down a little. I'll have 2 of the boxes sanded down and I'll show you how to sand down just a little, some of this here to expose some of the paper mache underneath. Sounds like a plan, guys? And you can do the same thing. What I suggest is, since it's like that, just lay it on its side like that, on something. And then work on your other pieces. Okay, because we've been on here for 3 hours. The rest of your clay, if you put it in a nice Ziploc, this stuff will last you forever. I've had it for a year in a Ziploc open and it didn't harden. If it does harden, you can take a little bit of water and kind of reactivate it a little. Sounds like a plan. All right. And in the meantime, you guys can get yourself ready. For those that has the paper mache, put your decoupage on your doll. See how she's coming along. So right here, I'm going to come back in with some Mod Podge here in a bit. And I want to seal her because it's a matte Mod Podge to seal it. but I want to seal her more. And then I'm going to come in and grab a little bit, and I might just take, you can take some of this, and I've done it before, mix it with some water and a spray bottle, and it works really, really good. So I might just do that on one of these, and just so that it can hit into the creases and crevices, and it gives it a nice little effect. So yeah, she's coming in along pretty nice. I love her. I love her. All right, Michelle, did you want I have 3 left of those newspapers. Did you want those, Michelle? I have 3 of these left. Okay. All righty, then you got it. I wasn't sure when I got it. I wasn't sure how many pieces I was going to need, because so I said, well, I better be safe than sorry. All right, so tomorrow night, same time, same place, we'll finish up the boxes. We'll make them distressed vintage look, and then on Sunday we'll work on the dress form to get some laces on her and make her look pretty. Okay, guys, and I'm glad you're liking this project. Guys, again, make sure if, oh, so here, again, I don't know, Michelle, can you get that one? Because what I was thinking about, I guess I can, let me roll that out. I'll show you what my plans are. Let's roll this out before we go anywhere. So this got the left and the right, and it'll be nice for a little collar on her, like a wing kind of effect on her. You know, that's what I'm thinking. All right. On this one, because it has that little grid there, I want to go a little heavy there. I keep forgetting. The little grid needs to be a little heavy because it's a little bit raised. So you want to make sure you get that one really good. But it's almost like you're burnishing paper, but with your thumb. Okay. All right. I always try to go to the areas it's a little bit more thicker to release it. And if you mess up, don't be afraid to roll up more. Like right here, I know I'm gonna probably not do so great. Roll it out. Don't let the clay get really, really hot. So I said don't knead it too much, because then it makes it hard. It makes it hot and it breaks. See right there? And if you mess it up, just stick it back in a bag, grab another little piece, and sometimes it gets really hot from the kneading. And my hands are hot right now. So I knew this was going to be a little bit more complicated. Because see how it's stucky there? It's because that's really overheated. My hands are hot. So what I would do is I put that aside and I grab a fresh part. You can get it. All right, great. So she can get it. I just stick that back in because it's overheated. My hands are hot. So you want to make sure your hands are not hot. Get it in there quick. My hands in the moment. The fresh of the moment is hot. Because I'm really hot in here. So she can get this mold for you guys. If you guys are interested, I'm going to use it for the collar. That's what I'm using it for. So place your order with Michelle if you're interested in using it for the collar. And I might have to make it just a little bit thicker in that center and not work it too much because my hands are hot. But don't get frustrated. You can just roll it back, put it in the bag, and grab another piece because you've already worked that one up too much. I'm going to make that a little bit thicker. But this is really, this one here with resin, oh my God, it's gorgeous. Made it a little bit, see that little mountain there? I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to mess with it too much because I know my hands are hot. Yeah, see? That and the light. That light right behind me, I have a, what do you call those lights? The little spotlights that you put on, overhead lights, whatever you call those things. Yeah, it's making it hot. This is something you want to do. See that? See how it's sticking? It's sticking because I have a light here on my, here and up there. That's making it hot. It's making me hot. Okay, so this is what I would do with this. Make sure you're in a nice cool area. And I'm going to show you, it's not well made. I'm going to do this in the kitchen when I don't have a lot of light beaming on me. So if in a world where I don't have lights surrounding me to light up my room, that light, oh, I'm going to blind you guys. May gotta run. Good night, Miss Patricia. That paper clay looks very easy to work with. It is. I have no patience dealing with clay. One mess up, just roll it back up, put it in a bag, grab another piece. I'm exhausted. You could probably put, you just don't want, you want to get a little bit, but see, I have a light. So sorry for my mess. See that light? It's going to blind you. I don't know what's those reflector lights or whatever you call those lights, and up there I have another light. It's heating it up, so it's making it really hot. But in a real world, I'm going to do it in the kitchen. What I'm going to do with her is, see here where she has her shoulders, what I was thinking, we can put her in around her like that and give her like a collar, is what I'm thinking on her. So I'm probably going to lay it down like that and kind of roll it up around her neck, gluing it down on her chest like that, and it gives her kind of like a raised collar look. So that's what I'm thinking there, to give her a raised collar. That back in the Victorian era, they used to wear this, I don't know, their collars were kind of like choking them. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to do it in the kitchen where I don't have lights heating it up. So I'm going to go ahead and roll it back up and do it in the kitchen. Okay, paper clay. Okay, so guys, if you guys want paper clay, a lot, this goes a long way, like a lot. Again, in a sealed Ziploc bag, you can just lay it in room temperature, and it'll work. And I've had mine stored up for over a year sometimes, and it's not hard enough as long as it's in a tight sealed Ziploc bag. Michelle can order this for you guys. She can also order this mold, and I'm working with this mold. I don't know if they have that mold anymore because I had that from a long time ago. And I'm also going to work with this mold because I thought I could put that on her waist, this middle one, and that one was 632281, and I thought I'd put that on her waist and or her on the box too. So I might put it on one of the box, and then I thought on the top box put some flowers in there. Okay, so if you want the paper clay, hit Michelle up, send her a message. She's on Facebook, or just send her a message here. If you want the molds, also contact Michelle. If you want the liquid acrylic, the burnt sienna that she has in stock right now, again, contact Michelle and she will get that stuff out for you. Also, if you need, I think, heavy gesso, you have, right, Michelle? I think you said. And also heavy body gel if you need that. So guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do part 2 tomorrow and part 3 on Sunday. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smack the thumbs up, leave a comment, and I can't wait to see what you guys create, but I will see you guys tomorrow for part 2 of our hat box. Till next time, guys, don't forget, contact Michelle if you want the paper clay, the liquid acrylics, and the molds. Okay, guys? Bye. Till next time. And you're welcome, Dare.